Alrighty, yo, what is going on everybody? It's your boy Mr. DDG94 back with another reaction video. Today we're going to react to Nicki Minaj versus Megan Thee Stallion. This has been the hottest trending thing over the weekend, next to the Vince McMahon shit, which we'll dive into a little later on, but let's talk about this, man. It's the hottest topic of the weekend. Megan Thee Stallion put a song out called "Hiss." I ain't gonna lie, she was doing her thing on it. She was floating on that bitch. I ain't gonna lie, give Megan her props. You know what I'm saying? Give Megan her props. She floated on that motherfucker. She floated on it. I ain't gonna hold you. She floated on that motherfucker. But Nicki been being a weirdo. Nicki out here being a weirdo. So I really don't fuck with Nicki like that, bro. Even though I do consider her to be top tier. If we talking female artists, she's top tier. She is her. But she's a fucking weirdo. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. Nicki's a fucking weirdo, bro. She been going through a midlife crisis like her buddy Drake. Her and Drake going through a midlife crisis in their career right now. And hers is worse than Drake's. Her midlife crisis is worse than Drake's. She doing way too much. She out here acting way too fucking emotional. You supposed to be the queen. You supposed to be not phased. You out here promoting all your accolades. Bro, we don't care, bro. You really that pressed? She dissed plenty of people. She dissed Tory. Tory ain't finna make no music no time soon. She dissed Drake. I'm pretty sure Drake got something in the vote for her down the line. Damn, I'm trying to think. Who else did she get on? She got on one of her little ex-boyfriends or whatever. Nicki Minaj, not Nicki Minaj, but Cardi B Ghostwriter. Cardi B Ghostwriter. She got on him. Like, damn, bruh. I think she took a shot at academics and all the other bloggers that were shitting on her too. Yeah. So I really don't care, bro. I really don't care about this shit. I'm not really interested in it, but it's a hot topic. Obviously, we gotta talk about it. Nicki been being a weirdo all fucking weekend. She just now teasing a diss. She just now put up she now trending on Twitter hashtag Roman's Revenge. And the track is called Bigfoot. And I'm gonna give my thoughts as we go along, but right now let's just watch the video, man.
Now, what's going on with you today? Hope you're doing good today. I most definitely am, because we about to get into some right now. Today I want to talk about this Megan Thee Stallion versus Nicki Minaj beef that's going on right now. I'm sure you've seen something about this, because this is like the one thing that everybody's talking about right now. So let's talk about it. So this starts off with a song that Megan Thee Stallion released the other day titled Hiss. I'm sure the song title is pretty self-explanatory, especially after you've seen the cover. As you can see, Megan Thee Stallion got a cobra around her neck, so Hiss relates to just that. So let's get straight into the song. Let's look at some of the bars that Megan Thee Stallion spit in this record. Let's see which one of them actually applies to Nicki, and then after that, we're gonna take a look at what Nicki Minaj said. So this song is more of a shot at the industry and not necessarily only Nicki. With that being said, there are a couple lines that directly apply to Nicki Minaj on this record. So first we have this line right here where she says, "These O's," trying to fool the algorithm here, you get what I'm saying? "These O's, don't be mad at Megan, these O's mad at Megan's Law." So this line right here is a reference to Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, who at the age of 16 was accused of vaping another 16-year-old girl. The woman's name is Jennifer Hoff. She's in her 40s, and when she was 16 years old in 1994, she was then allegedly vaped by 16-year-old Kenneth Petty. This allegedly happened when she was standing at a bus stop. When Kenneth Petty eventually got to that same bus stop, he allegedly then asked her, "Where are you going?" She responded saying, "I'm going to school." "Where are you going?" she asked him. And Kenneth Petty then allegedly responded back by saying, "I'm going to school also." Things escalated quickly because Jennifer Hoff then turned her back to Kenneth Petty, and according to her, that's when he approached her from behind and firmly pressed a knife into her back and told her to start walking. He then forced a 16-year-old Jennifer to a house around the corner from the bus stop, and that's when he allegedly raped her. Kenneth Petty in 1995 ended up being convicted of attempted rape. He served about 4.5 years in prison, and as a condition of his conviction, he had to register as a sex offender whenever he moves. And this is when we circle back to what Megan said on his record, Megan's Law. Megan's Law is a law that was introduced in 1996. It's a federal law that requires the release of relevant information to protect the public from sexually violent offenders. The law requires the sex offender to register with various entities, including the National Sex Offender Registry. So that's what Megan Thee Stallion is referring to. She's essentially putting focus on Nicki's husband, because that's one thing that Nicki has gotten very heavily criticized for in the last few years. Why did you decide to marry a man who has this kind of charge on his record? That's the criticism. Now, aside from that line, Megan also had a line about feeling like Mariah Carey because, you know, these niggas are so obsessed. And that was at the beginning of the song. Because Megan rapped the word niggas, a lot of people weren't really thinking that she could be talking about Nicki here. Now that's actually a reference to a beef that Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj were in some time back. And it goes all the way back to 2012 when Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey were judges on the show American Idol. Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey had a lot of differences while they were on the show, both behind the scenes and in front of the camera.
I'm sorry. Are you country? Do you like country? Do you like country? And I kind of feel like we're making comments. I'm trying to help her. We're trying to help her as opposed to just talk about her outfit. Of course. You always do.
Now, aside from this line right here, Megan also had another line on this record where she said, "Ever since I claimed the summer, all you want a season." Now, this is a reference to the Hot Girl Summer record featuring Nicki Minaj and Dollar Sign. 2019 is the year when Megan Thee Stallion, you know, took over, I guess, the summer and became the hot girl of the summer. It's a phrase that she always uses. So ever since I claimed the summer, all you know, bitches want a season. There's definitely a connection here because, you know, Nicki is like the queen of the industry as far as the female rappers. And she's, for the last couple of years, kind of been trying to reclaim her spot over and over again as there's been more female rappers coming in trying to take that throne. Maybe reclaim wouldn't be the right word, because personally I don't think Nicki ever lost the throne, but perhaps she's been trying to remind people why she is indeed, you know, the queen, because honestly, numbers wise, she is. Can't really compete with Nicki on that. So aside from that, these are the lines that Megan had for Nicki. And aside from this particular record, and aside from everything I covered here, there's really nothing else that Megan has said. She dropped this record and she's been completely quiet ever since then. So now we're gonna get into Nicki Minaj, because god damn it, there's a lot to go over here. Not even sure where I should start. Should I start at the Bigfoot stuff? Should I start at the dead mother stuff? I don't really know, but we're gonna start somewhere. So let's start right here, okay? On his Instagram live, where a lot of things were said, but most importantly of all, as soon as this Meg song Hiss dropped, I believe it might have been within the same hour actually, Nicki Minaj decided to go live on Instagram, and she previewed a record where she said a couple of things. So let me play you the snippet right here.
Yeah, bad bitch, she like 6 foot. I call it Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot.
So if you didn't hear what she said, bad bitch, she like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. Bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot. So Bigfoot is a reference to an insult that Meg gets thrown at her a lot. And then getting up on your good foot, that's a reference to Tory Lanez allegedly shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. Nicki is saying, one of your feet is all fucked up, better get up on your good foot. Now as far as Nicki...
Correction. Megan said Tory shot her in both her feet. Remember that. I will never let Megan live that down. I'll never let Megan live that down.
You stupid.
I'll never let Megan live that down. She said shot me in both my feet. Oh man, damn. But nah, continue on, brother. Continue on.
Nicki's response, this is just scratching the surface, because she was on his live saying a lot of things.
You wicked woman, lying on your dead mom. You are a wicked mom. But I said this before. I am a mama. Play with somebody else's family, bitch. And that goes for everybody. Male and female. And remember when I said I don't give a fuck how long it takes to get an out back? And let me tell you something. Whatever my pen don't get, God gon' get. I told y'all since my son has come into this world, don't play with me about no family, nothing. You the one that lied on your dead mama, 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 lied on your dead mama.
This is what I mean, bro. She just been going crazy, bro, on the internet, bro. Just, it's like, yo, you that pressed, my G? Like, damn, G, like damn. Like, damn, Grandma. Come on, Grandma Minaj. You pushing 45, ain't you? You pushing 45 at this point, ain't you? Like, damn, Chief. Like, sit the fuck down somewhere. It's not that serious, bro. She really out here, bro. Like, throwing hissy fits over dumb shit. It's never that serious. It's never that serious, bro. It's rap, bro. It's rap, bro. It ain't never that serious, bro. You on the internet being a weirdo, bro. Come on, Chief. I mean, you been a weirdo with Nicki. Nicki been a weirdo. I've distanced myself from Nicki a long time ago, bro. I don't really fuck with Nicki like that. I still say she the best female rapper out here, but that's where I stop. I give her best female rapper out here, and that's where I stop at. Cause she a fucking weirdo, bro. She a weirdo, and she has very low bad energy around her, bro. Nicki Minaj has very bad low energy around her. It's low vibrant, and it's very fucking evil. It's very vindictive. It's some shit that just make you look at her and go, nah, I can't be around that. You know what I'm saying? You sitting up here talking about old girl getting shot in the foot and all that shit. Like, you calling her Bigfoot, then you saying get up on your good foot. It's like, yo. That don't justify you having a pedophile for... That don't just you having a pedophile for a husband and a baby daddy on top of that as well. That's your child's father. Your child's father is a piece of shit. I hope you know that, Nicki.
Mama lied on your dick, mama. Lied on your dick.
And then you talking about this woman, mama. See, that shit hurt. That shit hurt me, bro. Like, real talk, bro. Because I lost my dad, bro. And when you lose a parent, bro, that shit hurts. Like, that shit really hurts, bro. So, she really struck a nerve there. Because she not just talking about Megan. Because not only are you making fun of Megan Thee Stallion and her dead mom, you hurting other people that have dead relatives, that have dead parents as well. She's not the only person with a dead parent. That is very disrespectful, bro. To somebody who's lost their parent, bro. To somebody that's lost their parent, bro, themselves, bro. That is very disrespectful on so many fucking levels. That it's not funny. It's not to be taken lightly. It is highly disrespectful. And I hope you know that now, since you taking it there, I hope you know that now you ain't got to look over your back for Cardi trying to fuck you up. Now you got to look over your back for Megan about to fuck you up. So now you got two women ready to knock you the fuck out. So, Nicki, you playing with dangerous you playing with dangerous shit. You playing with somebody dead relatives, you better stop. Especially a dead parent. Niggas crash out over that. Niggas will go through the worst to just to get a fingertip on you. Niggas will go through the worst. Nicki, you playing with fire right now.
Hey, mama, I don't care. Bitch, I dare you to say one more thing about my family. Bullet fragment foot. But you will not disrespect Papa Bear, you dirty.
Ain't nobody disrespecting him. He disrespected himself. You the one that married this nigga. You the one that had a baby with this nigga. So it ain't no disrespect, bitch. It ain't no disrespect. one that married this nigga. You the one that had a baby with this nigga. This is the consequences of being with this nigga. What you thought everybody was just gonna let that shit slide? And don't you got a family member that did the exact same thing? Don't you got a family member that's a sex offender as well, or a rapist? You a weird bitch. You a weirdo, bro. Nicki, you are a fucking weirdo, bro. You like that shit, bro. And then I remember when the girl that he just brought up, what was her name again? Was it Tiffany or something like that? I remember she tried to file a complaint against, she tried to take that man to court. And you and a couple other people tampered with her to get her to not testify in court against him. So you fought for this man that raped somebody. I really want y'all to think about this. I don't care if you a barb or not. I really want y'all to think about this. She's fighting for someone who's a fucking piece of shit. So far that she would tamper with the witness just to convince her not to do it to that man. Even though that man did worse to that woman. I really want y'all to think about that. If you a Barb or you a Nicki Minaj fan, or you just choosing sides. I really want you to think about that for a second. Now, to my knowledge, the only thing I know about this situation is Megan Thee Stallion just made a diss track. And she said something about your husband. And you taking it this far, my nigga? You gonna bring up her dead relative? Then you gonna defend your husband for the 500? Wow, Nicki. Wow. Nicki be on that weirdo shit, bro. I'm telling you. Nicki on that weirdo shit, bro. I'm telling you.
Ran through bird ass, bum ass. Broke. You broke. Tell them the truth. Play with Papa at your own risk. Okay? Okay? Because when it comes to my child, you're going to get a different person. Okay?
What does she say about her child? I'm confused now. What does she say about the child?
Okay. And I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. I dare you.
So that's just a short little snippet of some of the things she said. Don't want to play the entire thing because she was literally on there for like 20 minutes straight just going off. After the response to this entire thing, she said a couple things on Twitter responding to that. On this one tweet, she said, ha ha ha, don't freaking care. If the blogs and paid bots was real, y'all would have been able to sell albums and headline tours. Ha ha ha, moral police, suck my fat PUS was right. Who mad? Question mark, eye for an eye. And then on this other tweet, she said, y'all want to bring up family members in line on your dead mother, lied to Gail, lied on and effed your best friend's man, told me to drink and go to the clinic if I was pregnant, all because I wouldn't let your funky...
Wait, what? Y'all want to bring up family members in line on your dead mother, lied to Gail, lied... Told me to go drink, told me to drink and go to the clinic. Okay.
But pour liquor down my throat. Girl thinks she a bully because she got a Rock Nation brunch every year. Be mad at party. That's Megan's ex-boyfriend. He told all your tea, but you taking shots at my family. Ha ha ha. Get up on your good foot. And then she says, Pink Friday too. Platinum, go apologize to your mother. Nasty serpent. Repent. So that's kind of where things have ended. By the way, if you made it this far and you actually like this breakdown, do me a favor and like the video, okay? Thank you. I appreciate you.
Man, miss me with that bullshit. Just get on to the story, bro.
Single peep after she dropped her record. There's been a couple of different responses to this. Number one, a lot of people are backing up Meg because Nicki Minaj is kind of not that liked in the music industry. So Meg dropping this record and making a statement against Nicki, it's a pretty big deal considering that not a lot of people would ever have the confidence to do this. And with that, I mean that a lot of female rappers would have the confidence to do something like this. Because it takes a lot of confidence to go against someone like Nicki Minaj, knowing what the outcome can be. The second response is, of course, the response of the Barbs. Because Nicki got a pretty strong fan base. And so her fan base, they're making a lot of noise on social media. They're backing her up 100% because from their perspective, Nicki Minaj is someone who's gone through a lot in the music industry. She had to fight for her spot, and she went through a lot in order to make it to this level. Despite her status, in a lot of ways, you know, they feel like, hey, y'all haven't put no respect on Nicki, and now this woman has the audacity to come for her. She deserves all the smoke. And the rest of you motherfuckers going against Nicki deserve a little bit of smoke too. And then there's a lot of people who are kind of, you know, in the middle. They're not a big fan of Meg, they're not a big fan of Nicki, but obviously they enjoy the entertainment. The biggest advantage that Megan Thee Stallion had in this situation right here, especially now that we know the outcome in hindsight, is that she didn't really have to.
I don't care, period. I'm just doing this for the algorithm.
To do a lot to antagonize Nicki. I mean, just take a look at what happened. Megan Thee Stallion dropped one record where she was throwing some shots at Nicki, and Nicki Minaj responded in this fashion. Because the perspective was, hey, if Megan ever comes for Nicki, Nicki's gonna respond back with a diss track, and there's not gonna be anything left of Megan Thee Stallion. And had things went in that direction, I think it would have greatly benefited Nicki Minaj, and it would have not really been that good for Meg. Because from that perspective, you know, she had the confidence to go against Nicki, but look at you, she dropped a diss track and she obliterated you. That's most likely how things would go, considering the fact that Nicki's very much a rapper, and I think whatever she would have dropped in response to this his record would have most definitely been something that at least tops what Megan dropped.
And plus, Nicki Minaj don't really have a good track record when it comes to beef, when it comes to diss records. The only person she's successfully had a back and forth word of mouth with is Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown. That's literally about it. Foxy Brown can't hear. Foxy Brown is damn near deaf at this point. Lil' Kim is past her prime. Remy Ma really destroyed you a long time ago, but she was doing a little bit too much. Remy Ma should have just left it at Shifter and left it right there, and should have just focused on the music instead of trying to go back to back like Drake. That's where Remy Ma fucked up at, because Remy Ma really had your career on life support, but she fucked that up for herself. Then the Cardi B situation, you and Cardi B really ain't. You and Cardi B situation has never been on wax. I mean, you've taken shots at Cardi. Cardi's taken shots back at you, but it's whatever at this point. Don't nobody care. Yeah, like, you really don't have a good track record, because anytime somebody comes at you and they come at you with the swiftness, you tend not to have the best responses. Like Shifter, you had the worst fucking response I've ever heard. Your shit was worse than Meek Mill. Your shit was worse than Meek Mill after Drake dropped back to back. That's how bad your shit was. So yeah, I'm just keeping it real, bro. Nicki Minaj is a fucking weirdo, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I can't support that, bro. You out here supporting a well-known sex offender, pedophile nigga. Had a baby by this nigga. Then proceeded to marry this nigga. And don't think that there's going to be consequences that come with that. And you the one that start shit. You the one that start shit. That's the part. I don't get how. That's really the part that I don't understand with Nicki Minaj. She the one that start shit. She's the shit starter. Then when people go for the gut punch, you gotta cry in a corner and say, you shouldn't talk about that. That's not a topic that you should be talking about. We should just keep it rap. Cause you know she can't really come back with that. There's nothing that can beat you support. Your brother or your dad, one of them two was a fucking pedophile. Your baby daddy / husband is a pedophile. You can't come back from that, bro. There's nothing that justifies the fact that you have a family member that you supported and a husband that you support that are both fucking sex offenders. There is nothing that can justify that at all. So don't get mad when these girls start attacking you for that. And you the one that's starting the fucking fires. You the shit starter. You the gaslighter, my nigga. So how you gonna get mad every time somebody just be like, oh, don't talk about my husband. Don't talk about my family. But you started it.
Dropped. Now we have a situation where Megan made a statement on the song and she left the rest for the public to discuss. She didn't double down on anything, which she could have definitely done. She didn't make any statements after the song dropped, which she could have definitely done. She dropped and she dipped, and now she got Nicki bringing all this traffic to her. Because all these responses that Nicki Minaj has been firing off, this is all promo for Megan Thee Stallion's brand. And contrary to popular belief, I don't really think this hurts Megan Thee Stallion at all. This is not something that's gonna hurt her credibility because she didn't really do too much. She had a couple shots aimed at Nicki on the record, but overall, it's almost like she baited Nicki Minaj into this just so she could continue on with what she got next. And Nicki, obviously, she's not going to hold back because, hey, she's been waiting for this day. She's been waiting until one of these female rappers, but especially Meg, comes for her. Unfortunately for Nicki, I don't really think any of this is actually helping her in any kind of way. This only further validates what they've been saying about Nicki for the longest, which is she's crazy. So now she's giving him that ammo. Now Nicki could have avoided this had she just dropped a diss record and let that spoken for her. But she didn't do it for whatever reason. Some might say she doesn't want to do it because, you know, publicity for Meg. But then again, if that was the case, then she would have not been talking about Meg this much, because that's exactly what she's doing. She's promoting her brand. This is a lose-lose for Nicki, but this is a
facts. That's another thing too. All you doing is building Megan's brand, bruh. All you doing is building Megan's brand. Megan ain't saying shit. Megan ain't coming after you. Megan ain't said nothing to you. You talking about her dead mom. You bringing up her getting shot like that's funny. Like, yo, you out here wilding. You are a villain, Nicki. You are a complete fucking villain at this point. Nicki, you are a complete fucking villain now. It's not even justifiable no more. You live long enough to be the hero, and now you are officially the fucking villain, bro. You are officially the villain, bro. Now, the only thing I can say about you being a villain is ain't nobody gonna take you off your throne. Megan might be the closest thing to you. Remy Ma did it first. Remy Ma did it first, but she fucked that up. But luckily, when Remy Ma did that, she opened the door for everybody else to come in here and make a name for themselves. Except for a few people, you know, the City Girls, Sweetie, who else is garbage? Ice Spice. Oh my god, that fucking, you think you the shit? Bitch, you not the fart. Like, come on. That's what we doing now? That's what we doing now? That's your queen? That's your queen? That's your mans? That's your mans? That's the bitch y'all been hyping up this whole time? Should making stupid ass songs talking about farts and shit? Alright, Chief. Alright, Chief. That's y'all queen though, right? That's the queen to be. That's the princess of the rap game, right? That's the princess of the rap game, right? Fuck out of here. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not even going for it. Fuck you. Hell no, bro. Y'all really out here supporting that bullshit. She out here talking about farts, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. Y'all really letting Ice Spice really be the princess out here. Ice Spice is fucking atrocious, bro. No lie, I would rather listen to Sexy Red than Ice Spice. Sexy Red over Ice Spice. 100%. 100%.
a win-win for Megan Thee Stallion, which is also why most people, as you can see, they're kind of siding with Megan here, because a lot of people have been looking at some of the things that Nicki brought up as an example, Megan's dead mother, and that alone kind of becomes the focal point of everything that Nicki has said. She's bringing up her mother. Why? Because that's a sensitive spot that she can hit. And same with Megan Thee Stallion. Why did she say what she said about Nicki's husband? Well, because that's the most sensitive place she can hit Nicki. Because now she takes away the focus from Nicki Minaj to her family, and the conversation becomes more about Nicki's family rather than Nicki Minaj herself. So Megan Thee Stallion, she accomplished a lot of things here, and she did it very strategically because she didn't outright say his name, or she didn't outright say Nicki's name. She dropped a bar that further incentivizes people to go investigate a pain point of Nicki's. And that pain point now becomes the focus of this conversation. Now for Nicki, her approach wasn't that good, because if she really wanted to hurt Meg, she would have dropped that diss and called it quits. But instead, she took the spray and pray approach. And this kind of approach is usually more associated with someone who hasn't put the time in. Because unlike Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki has put the time in. She's a veteran, and she could have used that to her advantage, but now considering everything she said, she's kind of coming across as crazy and deranged to most people. With that being said, I don't really think Nicki Minaj was really trying to make a point with any of the things she said. I think for her, anything she says in order to hurt Meg was justified in her mind. Also too, now that we know how Nicki Minaj responded, to some extent Nicki feels threatened, which is something that I never really thought. Of all people, I don't really think she would give Meg all this smoke, because all this, although from Nicki's perspective she might feel like she's hurting Meg, I don't really think she's doing much to hurt her at all right now, because public perception is very important here. If someone of Nicki's stature is responding to someone of Megan's stature in this fashion, that says a lot about how she feels about Meg in relation to her position. In my opinion, kind of looking at this objectively, I don't really think Meg really did too much to hurt Nicki Minaj with this diss record either, because she didn't really bring up anything people didn't know. People have been known about Nicki Minaj's husband. She didn't uncover a secret here. She did, however, manage to hurt Nicki in the end after the fact, because she managed to trigger Nicki in this fashion, because this beef is not really insulated just to hip-hop. This beef is something that the whole world is seeing go down, and from the outside, people see a rapper by the name of Megan Thee Stallion dropping a diss record, which then sends the most successful female rapper of all time into a...
I don't think that was her MO though. I don't think her MO was to destroy Nicki. I think her MO, if you really listen to the song at the very fucking beginning, she's clearly stating that this song is addressing her haters. Nicki Minaj was one of those haters. Nicki Minaj was sending shots. Drake was sending shots. Her ex-boyfriend, Cardi B Ghostwriter, was sending shots. All the blogs, DJ Academics, sending shots. So she just fired back. I think that was her getting some shit off her chest. And it led to Nicki just going into this complete midlife crisis spiral that I really don't understand right now. I really don't get why she's doing this. This is really unnecessary of Nicki to do right now.
Frenzy. That's not very good for one's public image if one's image before they went into this frenzy was seen as very abrasive. So in the end, although I don't really think there's truly a winner here, if we look at what Meg said, if we look at what Nicki said, I think Megan Thee Stallion definitely managed to take the W. The conversation of if Nicki Minaj went too far is something that seems to be coming up. And honestly, if we look at this objectively, man, Megan Thee Stallion knew what she was getting into. Megan Thee Stallion knew that if she said this about Nicki Minaj's husband, that would then open the door for Nicki to attack her family, which she did. So I can really look at this and say Nicki went too far. I mean, what?
Nothing justifies talking about a dead relative, bro. Nothing justifies that. Nothing this, bro. Whoever the person is that uploaded this video, you are in the same weirdo territory that Nicki is in right now. I just want you to know that, bro. I just want you to know that you are in the same weirdo territory as Nicki right now. Nothing justifies talking about dead fucking relatives. It does not fucking matter, bro. You cannot speak on dead relatives, bro. Megan can speak on her husband. You want to know why Megan can speak on her husband? Because he's fucking alive. He's done some shit. He's been taken to jail for. Okay? This is the consequences of Nicki. Nicki has to take responsibility for that, not Megan. There was no need to bring up Megan's dead relatives because she talked about her husband. Boo-hoo, so what? Everybody talks about her fucking husband. I still don't understand why she married a nigga that was a sex offender. How? And you're Nicki Minaj of all people. I would expect her to be with a Michael B. Jordan or somebody of that nature, that caliber. That's what I would expect Nicki to be with. But apparently, Nicki like niggas from her neighborhood. Apparently, she like thug ass niggas from her neighborhood. So if that's what she want, that's what she gonna get. But at the same time, you cannot be mad when people bring up his past, because the media brings up his past. The media shows how heinous his crimes were. And you are dumb enough to marry that nigga. You are dumb enough to have a baby by that nigga. So what the fuck? There is no justification. There's no way to justify talking about a woman getting shot. There's no justifying a woman getting shot at her dead parents. Telling her to dig up her dead parents. There is no way to justify that, bro. There is, however, justifying talking about a nigga that's actually a fucking pedophile. There's actually bro, no. There is no way to justify no.
Is really too far if we're talking about a rap beef. Things get really ugly. And if you open the door and it's cold as hell on a January day, you can't be surprised that there's cold air coming into your damn house. And for this particular story, to be fair to Meg, I'm sure she's not surprised that there's cold air coming into her apartment. People on the outside, however, are surprised that there's cold air coming into the apartment. So you're not going to see Megan Thee Stallion going on Instagram Live talking about Nicki Minaj said this about my dead mother. She went too far. No. She didn't go too far because I knew what I wanted to do here. I wanted to hurt Nicki. I managed to hurt her in the end, and she said all this about my dead mother in order to get back at me. I think it seems like it's too much because, you know, we're talking about two women beefing, and people are not used to seeing a woman, especially like a public figure, being so vicious with their get back. At the end of the day, I'm sure Megan Thee Stallion is happy about the outcome here because she got a lot of free promo. She's been on Nicki Minaj's mind for like the last 48 hours straight, and now she's going to use all this momentum to promote her next album. As for Nicki Minaj, well, Nicki's gonna be Nicki, right? And the Barb's gonna be the Barbs. I think her fan base is gonna stand by her even more after this because now their common enemy has retaliated on wax. Anyway, there you have the video. If you made it this far, do me a favor and like the video, okay? Don't leave without liking the video.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, though, I'm gonna just come out and say this, bro. Nicki Minaj, you a weirdo, bro. You support pedophiles. I can't get jiggy with that. I'm not denying your talent as an artist. As an artist, you are very talented. But outside of your talent, outside of your music, you're a fucking weirdo. I can't support you. You a fucking weirdo, bro. Real talk. The fact that you would speak on somebody dead relative, you are the quote unquote queen of whatever the fuck you think you the queen of, right? But yet you set the worst fucking example for young women coming up in the game. You set the worst fucking examples. You worser than the city girls. I'm gonna be real with you. You worser than the city girls. In what you promote. You are supposed to be a role model to children. You are supposed to be a upstanding citizen for your own fucking child. And yet you out here acting the way you acting at the age that you are at. You pushing 45, my nigga. You pushing 40 fucking 5. And you out here acting the way you fucking acting. Nicki, somebody need to put their foot up your fake prosthetic BBL ass. The way you was acting right now. You was a grown ass woman and you acted like a fucking teenager, bro. You doing petty teenager shit, bro. You a grown-ass woman. A whole grown-ass woman with a kid and a husband, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no fucking way.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 fucking way, boy.
Ain't no fucking way you doing this right now. Ain't no fucking way you out here acting the way you acting right now at the age that you are at. You supposed to be at an age of maturity. You supposed to be at an age where you can sit down and honestly understand, you know what I'm saying? You should be at an age where even if these chicks is trying to come after you for your spot, like, listen, people come after Drake all the time. You don't see Drake spazzing out the way he do. Drake spaz out on niggas that he know not gonna do nothing. If Kendrick were to put another diss track out and take complete shots at Drake the same way Megan took shots at you, I guarantee you Drake would silently take those shots and wait till his next album roll out or hop on a feature with somebody and get his jabs back off to that person. Pause. I guarantee you that's what will happen. But you taking this a little too far. This is very immature of you, Nicki. This is very immature. You a grown-ass woman out here and you making fun of somebody's dead mother, knowing damn well you possibly got fans. You got barbs. You got fans that have dead relatives or have dead parents as well. And you making fun of that like that's funny or something. There are fans that are in your fan base that have went through the same shit that Megan has went through, far as domestic abuse or domestic violence with a weapon, and you making jokes about that. That is so tacky. That is so immature of you. You are pushing 45, ma'am. I just want you to know that. You are pushing 45. Megan is like, what, 28 at this point? 27, 28, somewhere around there. I really hope you look in the mirror and see the person that you are or what you have become. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Nicki, you a piece of shit. You a real piece of shit, Nicki. That shit is not funny. Coming from a person who lost their parent, that shit's not funny. You don't make fun of people that go through that. You don't know how that pain really feels. Maybe you do. I don't know. I don't follow your life. I really don't give two shits. But as somebody who sees how you act out in public and seeing how you've been acting these past couple of years, and you in your 40s on top of that, like, fam, you really need to focus on, I don't know what you need to you need to focus on healing yourself and becoming self-aware of what you are becoming, where you are in life, and what's around you, because you've let this barb thing go to your fucking head to the point where it's okay to act like this. You're showing young, impressionable women that it's okay to act like this. And just like I said with the Lil Nas X video, I'm going to say it right here too. Behavior needs to be accounted for. Your behavior cannot get you out of shit. The barbs can't save you from bad behavior. Because what the barbs do is what you do. And that bad behavior is going to catch up with you. You can sit up here all day and say how, oh, I'm in the right and she in the wrong. Even if Megan Thee Stallion is in the wrong. Even if Megan Thee Stallion shouldn't have did what she did. Even if such and such, even if this female artist or that female artist or that female artist is in the wrong for what they did to you and how they came at you, it still does not justify what you do. Your actions are just as bad as theirs. And your actions will have consequences, and God gonna deal with you too. So that's where I'm going to leave it at for right now. All I'm saying is Nicki Minaj, she needs to do something about her behavior, because her behavior is totally out of pocket at this point. We got on 45 minutes here. Damn. But yeah, man, I'm going to leave it right there for right now, man. Tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. I'm really fed up with Nicki Minaj at this point. You pushing 45 and you out here still acting like you a teenager, bro. And it's not a good look. You should have matured by now. You should be taking you should be taking these jabs on the chin and coming back with what you got on the pin. You feel me? Why are you out here acting a fool talking about somebody's dead parent? That is not cool. And then you got your fan base saying the same shit. Got shit trending on Twitter. Go dig up your mom. Do you know how fucking disrespectful that is? Making fun of a woman because she got shot in the foot. Do you know how Imagine if that happened to Nicki. Imagine if that happened to Nicki. Imagine if Megan Thee Stallion situation happened to Nicki. And somebody made fun of Nicki going through that situation. Y'all would crucify that person. But because it's Nicki, it's okay to crucify. It's okay to let it slide. Nah, we should crucify Nicki for this. This is not cool, bro. These actions that Nicki Minaj is displaying is not cool and is very immature. But I'm going to leave it right there for right now. I will see you all in the next video. Till then, peace out.